First question. So obviously in the past few seasons, recent years, I mean, when we started RSJ, the notion of like first year guys, they didn't really get much burn, right? I mean, and so the past few years have definitely seen that change. As someone who has not been drafting since February, like I said earlier, I know a lot about the large-thighed individual, the running back Ashton Jeanty, the supposedly impossible to tackle guy who did get tackled quite a bit in the college football playoffs, although you could still see it even in those games, like you could still see, yeah, this guy could be a problem. So first question, do you consider this guy a sure thing, or do you have concerns? If so, what are they? And I'd also like to know, give me 2 running backs other than him, first year guys that you might be interested in going. If there's more than 2, then go ahead and lay them on me, but tell me what you think about Jeanty. And then tell me if there's 2 other guys that you're interested in, given that they're first-year guys coming into the pros.
Love it. I'm going to type up the questions as you ask them and pull them up. So rookie catch-up, Jeanty and more. I think it's the most perfectly fitting question to kick this off. It's as if I told you to ask this, and I'm so happy that I didn't. Because I think 2025 is going to go down as the year of the rookie running back. I think that is going to define the season. So this is the perfect first question. I've been writing about this in the guide. Like, what are the 10 stories? That would be a cool show maybe for our next one or whenever we go, is what are the 10 narratives that are going to define the fantasy season? Because that's really what it often comes down to. And I really think that rookie running backs are going to be what we look back at. Last year was rookie receivers. It was the year of the rookie receivers. Brian Thomas, breaking out, Ladd McConkey, all these late round values that ultimately crushed it. We were on that. We thought this was going to be great. I'm reversing it this year and calling it the rookie running back year. It's known as one of the best classes to come in the last decade or two, just in terms of testing metrics, in terms of actual production on the field. It's elite. So this is the perfect place to kick off. I do think Jeanty is the absolute real deal. I have him in my top 10 overall players, top 5 running backs. This is a Saquon level prospect that just – a lot of people, he didn't catch a lot of balls last year. This is a converted receiver that the year before, I believe, had right around 50 catches. So he absolutely has that 3-down skill set. He goes to a Raiders team where you're like, the Raiders sucked last year, one of the lowest scoring offenses. But look what they did. They add Geno Smith. I know, not like the best quarterback in the world, but
not the worst, though.
Yeah, it is certainly worse in the NFL. Certainly better than Aiden O'Connell and whoever the hell else, Desmond Ridder, whatever. I don't even know what they were doing last year. Disgusting. So you get a stable quarterback. You got a line that is not the best, probably a bottom 15 line, but not the worst in the league. And just a situation where who's he competing with for touches? Sincere McCormick, Raheem Mostert, they signed? No, thanks. And so Chip Kelly, the one other piece of that I think is huge, is now their offensive coordinator. And say what you will about the guy and whatever faults he might have, he calls an elite run game, whether it was Shady McCoy just feasting as the running back 1 for all of those seasons that he stayed healthy with Chip Kelly. Then you look last year at Ohio State at the college level, Chip Kelly knows how to scheme a great run game. So Jeanty's a slam dunk windmill. I'd take him over Derrick Henry in fantasy drafts. Wow. That's how highly I feel about Jeanty. So slam dunk. And as you know, those thighs, I mean, come on. the most important piece of this all, the thighs, the quads, ridiculous. So yes, all in on Jeanty. And man, I know you only asked for 2 or 3, so I'll give you 2 or 3, maybe a few more will slip out of the mouth because this is, like I said, the year of the rookie running back for sure. But one other guy, early-ish that I love is RJ Harvey. He goes right around round 5 or 6, drafted by the Denver Broncos. And it's just one of those situations. Sean Payton backfields, 12 out of 17 years have been top 2 in total backfield points. Just the best possible environment. Even last year with a collection of shit bums, they were top 3 in pass targets to the running back position. They had nobody to go to. Then he goes and handpicks RJ Harvey, 4.39 speed, super explosive out of UCF. Solid enough pass catcher. Didn't get used a ton as a pass catcher at the college level, but that was the first thing they said in OTAs is we threw a ton at him and he was thriving in that role. So yes, Dobbins is now there too. I see a very similar situation to that Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram setup where both guys were top 5 running backs under Sean Payton. He's had multiple times where he's had 2 top 24 running backs. So I think both Broncos backs are great drafts, but especially RJ Harvey, a guy I am hammering. And then I talked about this with Mo in my highest drafted players. And the other 3 I'll toss out. And there's so many rookies I love. Cam Scatterbo could take over for the Giants. I could go on and on about rookie backs. Travion Henderson for the Patriots, eventually taking over there. But the three I'll highlight go much later, 140 or so in drafts is the earliest you'll see these guys start to go off the board. The first two are Jadon Blue for the Cowboys and Bashaw Rootin' Tootin' over there for the Jacksonville Jags. So you got Jadon, my boy Blue. I love this guy. He's my highest exposed player in all of best ball right now at any position. Going to the Cowboys, 4.29 40 at his pro day, 4.38 at the combine. I know the position's more than speed, but he's a great pass catcher. You can get him in space. They passed up on a ton of potential feature backs, TJ Giddens, Ollie Gordon, to get this guy. And they clearly must have a vision for him. So to go at 140 and have the receiving production that this guy has, even if he is just the pass catching back, I think he's going to be a phenomenal pick. But then you only have to beat out Javonte Williams, who had the worst efficiency in the league last year. Miles Sanders is somehow still kicking around an NFL team. There's nobody else in front of him. So, yeah, he's not built like a feature back 195, but he could have a very Jahmyr Gibbsian light role. It's not Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm not going to go that crazy. But this offense is explosive, and I really think he is a slam dunk windmill pick. Okay. And Bashaw Tootin only has to beat out for the Jags there, Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby. I've never believed in Travis Etienne. I know you're in the same boat with me there. We've never been Etienne guys. It's only burned us like 1 out of 4 years so far.
Well, right. One time we looked dumb, and the rest we looked pretty smart.
I'll take that. I'll take one time looking dumb for Etienne. And I think Rootin' Tootin' is going to definitely take over for this guy at some point. Liam Cohen coming over from the Bucs, which was one of the bigger offseason moves, this offseason crash course. If I was going to pick one coordinator that was like, this is the biggest thing that happened, I think Liam Cohen now being the head coach for them. I know he said Duval weird. I get it. It was annoying. But ultimately, the Bucs offense was a juggernaut under this guy, especially the way he used his running backs. And Tootin had very similar metrics in the sense of broken tackle rate, missed tackles forced to Bucky Irving. He also just has 4.32 speed that Bucky Irving does. I'm not saying Tootin's going to be a better player than Bucky Irving. I love Bucky. You love Bucky.
Don't
Bucky's
talk bad about Bucky.
The best of all. I'll never give up on Bucky Irving. But ultimately, Tootin, handpicked by the same guy that helped Bucky Irving thrive as a rookie, that has also even better speed. The line is not nearly as good there. But ultimately, those are a handful of rookies. But in general, you are absolutely right to lead off with rookie running backs as the first question, because that's what this season is going to be defined upon.
Okay. All right. That was pretty succinct.
What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.